Hi, everybody. This is Professor Gaffney again. Welcome to week 3. I wanted to respond to some emails that a number of you had before talking about what's going on this week. So a few of you noticed that your point totals for the process work are very low. That's intentional. I only have 2 categories for process work. One for your introduction essay, which has been graded. If you did it, you got the full points for it. And then the rest of the process work, things like discussions, and you'll have a reflection this week, etc., I count under process work because they're shorter assignments that get us to writing our essays. And since I've only got the one big category for it, you'll see the point totals go up gradually over time. So until the end of the semester, those point totals are going to look low. If you have any questions about how you're doing with the process stuff, by all means, let me know. Another question that came up was about where to post drafts for the visual analysis paper. And you can go ahead and post those in the Turnitin folder because you can submit more than one essay. So like you can post your draft if you want me to take a look at it, and then I'll give you some feedback, and then you can do some revision and get the final version up before the deadline. And that'll be true for the literary analysis as well as the research paper. Just go ahead and use the same folder because they're all set up to let you post multiple times to the same folder. So I hope that answers that question. If you have any others, please let me know. If I'm seeing patterns of questions, and I'll probably just post another video so that everybody gets the information at the same time. So what I wanted to introduce this week is the idea of a literary analysis as well as a visual analysis. So you're going to be revising and submitting your visual analysis this week. But we're also going to be starting our literary analysis. And we have 2 literary texts that you should have. If you don't have them, please get them as soon as possible because we'll be using Kafka at the end of this week. And we will be using Nella Larsen's Passing next week. Just an FYI, if you're getting your books through the Northlake bookstore, they have 2 versions of Nella Larsen's novel Passing. They have slightly different covers. They're the exact same book, so buy whichever one is cheaper. And of course, you're welcome to find them other places than the Northlake bookstore. So like the visual analysis, the literary analysis is a deep look at a focused theme or character, etc., in a written work. It operates very, very similarly to a visual analysis in that you are going to spend just a small time summarizing. And then you're going to go into actual analysis, where instead of talking about what the text says or what the story is, you're going to focus on 1 or 2 elements and give an in-depth discussion of them, which is exactly what you should have been doing with the image you chose. Excuse me. What I also want you to keep in mind as you revise your visual analysis, and this goes for the literary analysis as well, as you're revising your visual analysis, I put up some resources for you under writer's resources on our eCampus page in our left menu, but I want to really focus in on the idea that you need to spend the majority of your analysis essays, both visual and literary, actually analyzing the text and not summarizing. So when you're summarizing, you're just talking about what it looks like, what the story is. That's a super short part of the essay assignments, like 1 paragraph. And then the rest of the time, you'll be talking about how and why the text is put together. And I'm including your visual image as a text as well. How is it put together? What choices did the person who created it make so that you have the outcome that you have? What are the messages? What are the themes that aren't on the surface that you want readers to know about? And so keep that in mind as you're doing your revision work. There is a revision checklist also for you under the week actually under writer's resources, so that if as you're revising to prepare for the final draft of the visual analysis, you'll have some things to look at there. It's about 5 minutes, so I don't want to have my video too much longer than this. I have enjoyed reading your discussions about the different films. There's actually a whole bunch of films that I added to my watch list now after reading your introductory essay, so thank you all who posted something. And that's about it for now. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.